Hi, I'm Laura and today we're going to explore triangle pose. So we're going to look at the correct alignment for triangle pose and different ways of working with it and modifying it in order to work towards the full expression. So there are some really important points to consider in triangle pose. First off, primarily it's a hamstring stretch and a side stretch. So those are two kind of aspects that we don't want to overlook while we're setting up and thinking about our alignment. So you want to begin with your front foot parallel to the mat and the back foot is angled in. And as a good sort of guide, a good starting point, having the heels lined up is a good place to start in most standing poses. If you become more advanced, then you can think about lining up your front heel with the arch of your back foot. So to enter triangle pose, and first off I'll show you the full expression, at least how it's practiced in Ashtanga. You want to think about tilting your hips sideways. So in this case, I'm going to fold down over my left leg. So you want to think about keeping your alignment. Everything stays in one straight line. You pull the belly in and tilt that pelvis as you come down, and the hand is reaching for the big toe on the left foot. So hook the big toe and then open up. So you're reaching up towards the ceiling with the right hand, looking at the fingertips, tucking your hips in, opening the chest, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. And at the same time we're pulling up on the big toe, pressing the big toe down into the mat. Both feet are firmly pushed in, they're grounding down, pulling the kneecaps up, keeping the bandhas engaged, so pulling up the pelvic floor, pulling in the lower belly. And then exiting the pose. So you also want to think about entering and exiting the pose with the same sort of alignment as you're focusing on while you're in the pose. So there's a couple of images I find useful to think about with triangle pose. One being imagining you're between two panes of glass. So you want to keep everything in that angle. Also you could imagine, or actually practice this, that you're against the back of a wall. So in triangle pose, the whole of the back of your body should be touching and connected to the wall. So some common mistakes I see in triangle pose is quite often in order to grab the foot, people will bend the leg. So that's totally skipping that hamstring stretch. So keep that leg straight, and if you need to come up and place your hand on your leg, that's fine, or you can even come higher up. Just don't place it on the knee, so on the thigh or on the shin. So again, we're keeping everything in one line and working into that hamstring stretch. So the other important aspect, and another kind of mistake I often see, is people kind of skipping the side stretch. So sometimes we see this, where the hips are sticking out, the chest is coming forward, so we're totally kind of missing out on that side stretch, which is such a big benefit of triangle pose. So again, come up and think about bringing this top shoulder back. So it's in line with your leg and reaching out. You really want to feel that stretch from your top hip all the way along the side of the body, and tuck those hips in. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful. There's also an accompanying sort of infographic with the alignment cues on my Instagram page. So if you want to check that out, just look for Omniyogagirl. Please leave any suggestions in the comments and don't forget to click subscribe.